So this is a dish I grew up eating, but no one ever taught me how to do this right. So today we're going to try this dish, which is Chow Mee Sua. So this is basically a red wine stock broth, and it's typically done to celebrate birthdays and Chinese New Year. So I grew up eating it because my grandma was from outside of Xiamen, and I remember those days, any sort of birthdays we had within the family, extended family, we will always have this. So I figured out how to make this even better, in my opinion, at least. So follow along with me today. So I've got slices of ginger here, crushed garlic, and this is important. This is the secret flavor bomb. We've got thinly julienne ginger here and spring onions. We have red dates, goji berries, and we have basically your garnishes here, your coriander and spring onions. And this is optional, but I think it's super important. The ones I had growing up has this. So basically it's hard-boiled eggs. So most methods what you do see is basically the hard-boiled eggs are cooked in the broth as well. But basically I did this separately, and I had this hard-boiled egg sit in the red wine as well as some soy sauce for about 30 minutes before. Right?
Daddy!
Oh, hello! Hi, Rara. Wanna say hi to the camera? Yeah? Okay, say hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Okay, say bye.
Bye.
See you later. So what I have here is boneless chicken leg. So the secret, I believe, is building layers rather than the typical way is basically dumping everything into the broth and cooking it. So this way you develop layers and your chicken will be more flavorful. Get a deep enough pan because we're going to build the broth from here. Just heat this up and do not add any oil. So we're going to sear the chicken, so it's going to release a lot of fat, right? So that's going to be enough. We don't need to add extra oil. And if you have any sort of weight, you can just place it on the top. So this will really allow you to get a really nice golden brown skin. So that was roughly maybe about 3-4 minutes. So we just turn it around and we will let the other side cook for roughly about the same. Okay, so that's pretty much done. All this goodness here, we're going to leave it. You can see some of the fat is in there, and we're going to add in our sliced ginger and garlic in here. Okay, next we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of the red wine. And we're just going to let this cook off. So because it's there's some alcohol content in as well. Okay, next we're going to add in our chicken stock. At the same time, we're going to add in our red dates and goji berries. Bring it up to a simmer. Maybe it'll take about 20-25 minutes. In another pot, we're going to bring this to a boil and cook our mee sua. So next, we're going to basically heat up some neutral oil, which we're going to pour over our ginger and scallions. Alright, 25 minutes are up. My goodness. This is smelling so good. You want to go ahead and slice up your chicken, place in your noodles. Next, you want to go and add your chicken. And you want to go ahead and add in your eggs, ladle in our broth. And then we're going to take some of our ginger scallion oil, just drizzle that over, add some spring onions, some fried shallots for some crunch. Alright, so there you have it. Really, in my opinion, comforting bowl of nostalgia. A slightly different version of what I was used to. The broth is less red, also because I used a little bit less red wine, but it's equally flavorful. One tip I will give you is do not cook your mee sua in the broth, right? So cook it separately, and I tell you, this is really a gem, right? So please give this a try, and as usual, let me know how it goes, and we'll see you on the next one.